Turning steel into another metal, one of 5, using black magic and bronze metal rub. To start, we'll use the Sculpt Nouveau metal cleaner and a Scotch-Brite pad. Now this is a steel rod that we have laying around, but this process will also work on pretty much any surface, though with more texture, it'll work a little bit better due to the bronze rub. Now that it's degreased and rinsed off, we'll make sure that it's nice and dry, and then we can go in with our traditional patina. Here, we're going to go in with the black magic patina. And black magic is going to turn the steel black, but we're going to go over the top with the bronze rub and make it look like antique bronze. Now, a typical application of black magic would result in having about 2 to 3 coats depending on how dark you want it. Here we did 2 coats, and I'm not going to show both coats, we'll just show the one. You kind of get the gist. We also have other videos if you want to see more on specifically the black magic process, but ultimately I just want to kind of get it black, and I'm going on heavier here than I normally do just because it's a rod, it's a circular, so everything's wanting to kind of roll around, so I'm trying to go a little bit heavier to kind of fight those run marks a little bit more. Black magic typically needs about 3 to 5 minutes to react, so you kind of just spray it on and let it do its thing, and then after 3 to 5 minutes, or before it dries really, you want to rinse it with water and really make sure you wipe at it good, because it can develop a film, and most people think that's your patina, but you really want to rinse and get that all off as well, because if you don't get that film off, it tends to want to rust. So make sure you get it real good. Sometimes I use a rag. Usually I'll use like a sponge to help get that film off. And here we're done with 2 coats of the black magic, so we're going to seal it in. And before sealing, make sure you have it completely dry. I hit this with a torch just before, and we're going to seal this in with the ClearGuard matte. And really you want to do this before the rub, because you got to get a sealer on the steel somehow, otherwise it'll want to rust. So 3 days after the clear coat, we're back with the bronze rub, and I just put a bunch on this rag here and kind of moved it around so it's not gloopy, kind of spread out throughout the rag there. See, I got a good coverage there. And ultimately the plan is just to rub the post here. The bronze rub can be applied by a brush or a rag, or however you need to apply it. Really, it's kind of like a paste wax, but you can see if I just kind of gently rub it on and move the rag around, it puts some on and the rag will try and pull the excess off, so it kind of works as a real nice technique for this one. Overall, when I put some on, I really ended up trying to pull a little bit more off once it was on. Bronze rub is one of those that you need to kind of get into quickly, but you can see that black in the recesses there a little bit, and that's, again, one of those things that brings you to the next level. The metal rub is opaque enough that it should cover the steel effects on its own, but adding that black magic step in there really just sets it over onto the next level. So the nice thing about this is you can also use, say, slate black or PC9. If you're doing aluminum, you can do A14. Stainless, you can do stainless black. You can use all of those as a base patina. The ultimate goal is to try and get it a little blackened on the bottom, and then you can come over with the bronze rub and do a finished, faux finish essentially. But here you can see it's a nice little bronze effect. And here we have our final black magic and bronze rub piece on a steel railing. Black magic, ClearGuard, and bronze metal rub are all available at www.sculptnouveau.com.